All right, welcome back. Everybody's computer's fixed and nobody is in the void no longer.
And I have, as my son calls it, spicy water now.
Seltzer water. Nice. So we're going to jump into your guys' first mission as a team. So we've set that Palladium has been kind of distant and absent.
Yeah.
And we're going to jump into...
I got to remind myself who's on our team.
Yeah, it's going to be... Let me see if I can...
I thought we had the teams. I don't know, maybe that was...
yeah, I should probably organize their... like everybody's characters into...
yeah, we had them all out on the main thing for a while. Oh, wow, yeah. This is so zoomed out.
Yeah, let me...
Like the ping, look how tiny the ping is.
It's a very large image. That's mainly why. We can... so we're just putting down our teammates.
That makes sense because I have to zoom out all of the way, almost.
I know, exactly.
To like,
to like be able to see.
I'm sorry, I'll let you do that, Connor. That's your job.
So it's Thunder, Quantum Quill, and not Flutter. What am I doing? Where is she? Mist.
I was gonna say, don't we have
left? Yeah.
Oh, we just have all girls with us. Oh, I forgot about that.
That makes sense.
It's been 3 months.
Yeah,
everybody forgot who's even part of the team. Well, it's actually been longer than that.
Equal representation, I suppose.
Well, to be fair, it was actually who you guys requested.
Yeah, right.
Out of character, so that makes sense. Let me see.
Yeah, we're all horny teenagers, so our characters, not us.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying.
We had to get the DEI hires in.
My age, anyways.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh,
so
shots fired.
So, Palladium, Left Wing, and Bastion are obviously in this scene as well, and we get a shot of a villain who I will reveal. His name is Wired.
I knew about this villain already because Connor made me make a token for him.
Yeah,
I was wondering what kind of wired it was going to be. Literal wires or like?
Did we show
Digity wires?
Well, what the heck? Oh, I keep hitting Control Z instead of Shift C. There we go. Yep.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry. See you throwing up on the screen.
You did it for me like 3 times.
Yeah, sorry about that. So this is Wired. We see this guy in DC. We get a shot of the school, right? Where you guys all are. We get like the little statue of like Heartbeat. And it's like a peaceful, quiet day. We hear just like some birds chirping. And the camera like pans over. And we see this guy, and he's controlling like the power lines and anything that like has electricity like running through it. He's like pulling it free.
Oh, this is gonna be so easy.
And spinning it around, and like he's like the wires are like slashing into like.
I just walk up to him and I say, cars. "Hit me!"
And like he's like. Splicing the wires, so like the wires like he's like pulling them free from the like power lines, and then think like the city is like powering down, and then he's like splicing the wires together, so they're like he's like connecting them, and he's using them as like rope and like weapons. He's like slamming them through buildings and slamming them into cars, and he's using them around his body, kind of like Dr. Octopus. He's like using them as like he's like walking through the city, and
prehensile legs and hands.
Yeah, and then we see we pan over. We see like people screaming, and maybe we see one person like getting out of their car and like running, and Wired's like trying to get at them and like slamming his wires like down into the ground, and he looks like he's just about to grab him, and the guy yells, "Somebody help me!" And then we pan up and see Team 1, Palladium, Left Wing, Bastion.
Do we see Team 1 come up on the screen on the bottom?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So Left Wing looks up and says, "Man, we need a better team name."
Yeah. And like as we were watching Wired, we like got a like shot of like Wired, his power.
Yeah.
He can control cores with his mind.
Yeah, he can control wires as long as electricity is running through them.
Oh, that's good to know.
And, yeah, I think Marty says that over the comms actually.
Wait, but as soon as he pulled them out of the power lines and stuff, wouldn't they stop having electricity in them?
That's a great question,
Marty. Why are you saying it like that? It sounds like you're announcing something.
Yeah, no, Marty doesn't say it like that. He's like, woohoo! All right, guys, Team 1 is back in action. He's like,
that guy's about to die, but I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Back in action.
like,
I thought this was the first mission we've ever been on.
Yeah, well, there was that one time that we grabbed that guy from the motel, Jumpstart.
Sure, yeah. Team 1 before we added the gals. I understand now.
And all three girls just kind of like lean down the line and look at you like,
What?
like squint their eyes at you.
What did I say?
Yeah, and then Marty is like, this is wired. He has the power to control any cables or cords or anything with electricity running through it. And as he's pulling them down, it looks like he's splicing them together. I'm assuming there must be still one cord that he's using to fuel the electricity through all the other wires. If you can find that should be your goal. But first, and then we cut and we go to school. And it's economic morality and the laws of what is it? Superhero laws or history or something like that.
You gotta remember the acronym.
To that class. There's not an acronym. It's just here.
There should have been an acronym. There should be an acronym that would make it easier to remember.
And then he starts class, and maybe he is on the board slowly writing out the name of the class again. As you guys are taking your seats. Yeah, this is a flashback.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we see Palladium run in last and take his seat right as he's he up the last letter. And
our fearless leader has arrived. He's alive after all.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, space was crazy. Okay. Sorry, I don't say that.
Vulcan and I took a really long patrol.
Yeah, I'm trying. I just say, sorry guys. Mission was crazy. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here now though.
So. All right.
I think Thunder tries to say something to you, but then Patrick Lemrick starts the class. Let me pull him down as well. Your teacher, your fearless teacher. Goofy, nerdy dude. And he says, welcome, class. Today we shall be talking about the protocol for when you are in combat with a villain. Does anybody know?
Why are we talking about that?
How did that come up?
I mean, to be fair, that's probably the first thing that should be taught in this class.
Right. Yeah.
What are the sidekick laws regarding how you are to handle a situation like this?
Right.
So he says, does anybody give me one of the three things?
Run away.
Don't die.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Everybody go ahead and roll, and then we can decide if that's actually
what.
Yeah, that makes sense. What are we rolling on this again?
Yeah, it's stop people from being hurt, drop the villains, and I don't know.
I said run away.
Roll with the punches.
Hold up. We gotta. There's an actual roll for this. I'll post that in the. Where is the stupid?
What did you say?
It's just plus
David?
superior.
It was stop.
Stop people from getting hurt, drop the bad guys, and then roll out.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah, there you go. Sure. Yeah, don't get killed. Right, that's the don't get killed one.
Yeah.
So economics and history class. When you raise your hand
superior.
or get called on,
yep. I just made it to -2.
I know.
Nice. Well, your answer was stop, drop, and roll. So I feel like this is not appropriate.
Yeah. So left wing, yours is an 8. So your answer is somewhat correct, but the teacher corrects you on at least one important detail.
I said don't die. So
so
it sounds about right.
Yeah. Let's let me pull that up. So
Yes, death is something that should be avoided at all costs. Both your death and the death of those around you.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's literally what the first thing I had written down. In case you guys didn't succeed at the rolls and couldn't actually decide.
So not the bad guy's death. Good to know. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he says. Sorry, I should have consolidated my notes a bit better.
How dare you, Connor?
Thanks.
I say having no notes at all.
He says that is the second one. He says evacuate. Preventing as many deaths as you can and minimizing collateral damage. So he like puts like a big E on the board and then evacuate. Writes down. Get the civilians to safety, assess any injuries that may need immediate attention. Can anybody tell me what the first step is?
Did Jared roll for his answer?
No, nobody else has rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to overshadow David's roll in there.
And mine was the correct answer, so I don't even think rolling.
What was your answer?
Running away.
Yeah.
The first step.
Oh
dear.
Oh
That's
no!
one.
Literally says, "Oh dear."
This has happened once before when Jared got a 0 in the same class. Actually,
That's right. That's right.
Do we have? Funny. No, we don't have team in the pool right now, do we? No, we don't, because we haven't.
Caleb, your roll shouldn't have been. Your roll shouldn't have been minus
you hit a
3.
penalty.
Yeah, your conditions should be cleared now.
The conditions are cleared. I still got a 2 though, so
yeah.
Everybody's conditions are cleared, but Mid has any conditions. I'll go through and make sure.
Yeah, so that's about the intelligence of my answers. Stop, drop, and roll is the best.
I think maybe you literally say that, and you're just like you're just like in a sleepy, groggy, like you didn't really realize what he said. Stop, drop, and roll. And okay, so what happens though is on a miss, your answer is wrong and embarrassing. Choose either a classmate or the teacher to gain influence over you, or you were deliberately causing mischief and gain a demerit. So I assume you want to give influence to somebody.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot that there was actual consequences to this roll.
Yeah, your answer is wrong and embarrassing. So if that was your answer, then you're choosing the answer was wrong or embarrassing, and you choose either a classmate or the teacher to gain influence over you.
Probably just the teacher is fine.
No, okay,
David,
he already has.
You remember my goal?
Yes,
my goal is to never get a demerit. Not
he already
once.
He already has influence over you, so he's going to shift your labels.
Oh.
Or you could give it to somebody else.
Yeah, is there another person in the class I could give influence to? I don't want my label shifted anymore.
You give it to Quantum Quill. She's like a nerd, right?
Oh, that's true.
She could laugh at you and make fun of you or something like that.
Yeah, no. She's like, yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, good. Our team leader knows the protocol. Great.
Yeah. She's like, oh, great. Our team leader thinks that when we're engaging a villain, that she should that he should pretend he's on fire and roll around on the ground.
I mean, there's a
fearless leader.
I'm like, thank you, left wing. Didn't Bastion just fight a fire villain? Like, come on.
Yeah, Bastion and Soul Impact both like shiver visibly.
Like, why would you say that?
I'm sure that at least once you thought we should stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, I think that adds to the embarrassment of the scene. I think everybody in the room gets really quiet because like this was like on the news, like hundreds of people died from this. Like this is really embarrassing.
I don't know that because I haven't been paying attention.
That's true.
So maybe you're like Bastion just mentioned it casually to me or something, right? And so like,
and you're like,
what did I say?
Yeah, I think Quantum Quill is like, hundreds of people died. Bastion and Soul Impact also both almost died.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I did want to stop, drop, and roll while I was on fire.
Maybe Palladium's like, I'll shut up now.
Yeah, I just don't say anything. I just look at the teacher like, please keep talking.
Yeah.
You're doing class teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Magic Leverk like lets the scene sit for a couple more like awkward seconds and then says, does anybody have the real, yeah, I think no, he just continues on, right? You were supposed to say what the first one was,
right?
And so he just says it. He says,
it's assess the threat.
Engage the threat. This is the first answer. The first thing you should do when you see a villain: engage the threat, confront, distract, and put a wedge between them and their goal. Yeah, go ahead.
So you're saying that we should engage the threat before we know if it's illegal to do that because we don't know how strong they are?
Yeah, I did that and I got yelled at.
This is assuming that you are authorized to be in the situation in the first place. The only reason you would ever be in this situation is if you were on patrol with your mentors or your team had been specifically dispatched to handle a villain or a specific mission.
You, right?
I think he hesitates and he says, that is the next thing that we'll deal with. Is what to do in matters of self-defense.
Okay, good.
But generally speaking, if a red level threat villain attacks you and you know that this is a red level threat villain, you must run. And I think Patrick glances over at Bastion and Soul Impact kind of and it just kind of moves on.
So if you don't know it's a red level,
well, actually, in the official report, you probably did just run, and I think he probably uses you as an example. He's like, just like Bastion and Soul Impact did in their latest, the latest encounter on the news.
If that's what the report says, I think I should get a good noodle star.
No, definitely not. You don't get bonus school points because you got attacked. And followed orders, like what? Yeah. So I think he like uses that as an example, and I think like Soul Impact like glances over at you from across the row. He probably ended up in one of the front row seats. That's probably one of the ones that was empty since he wasn't at class the first day. So yeah, he probably glances over at you, Bastion, like he's so mad at you.
So does that mean we won't get in trouble if we don't know they're a red level threat? If it's like
that would only
John
happen.
Smith, and we don't know he's evil or he's that dangerous, so we just fight him anyways.
That would only happen if the villain was unknown to the government at that time. But generally speaking, you'll always have an agent in your ear to let you know if they believe this threat is red level or orange level or what you should be doing.
No, I mean like if we get jumped. But I guess you're talking about that later. Never mind. Don't worry about it. He says, if you get jumped, generally speaking, you just must use your best discretion. I think if a red level, what? I chuckle when he says "get jumped" because it just doesn't seem like something he'd say.
yeah. Maybe he like puts it in quotes as he's saying it, like "get jumped," whatever that means. And he says,
whatever the kids are saying these days.
If that were to happen, and you came out alive, I think we'd all be happier.
Yeah,
sure. I think we'd all be more than happy.
Makes sense.
Now,
right, cool.
Can anybody tell me what the last step is?
Clean up the bodies? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, Left Wing, say something even more embarrassing than what I said.
That's my job. Don't worry about it. I got you. I didn't get these 2 demerits by slacking off. Come on.
Do you actually like say that in class?
He probably doesn't say it loud enough for the teacher to hear.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I was like, because there's literally the miss on this roll is you were deliberately causing mischief and gave it demerit. Yeah. So if you deliberately cause mischief, I just have to give you a demerit. Sorry, I booked the mic there. Jared, you're the only person that hasn't rolled yet. So he's looking for the third answer to the. There's 3 steps when you're facing off against a villain as to what you do. The first was engage. The second was evacuate, and the third is
clean up the mess when it's done.
You have to roll.
Yeah. Oh, what am I rolling then?
Plus superior.
Superior.
Okay.
That'll decide whether or not you say something like that.
Superior. God, my cat is nibbling on my elbow.
I'm surprised you can even feel it.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a miss.
Let's go. Potential.
You do not mark potential on school mission.
I know this was a school roll. Okay.
+1, you just have a +1 to superior, I assume. Okay, I just want to make sure there wasn't like a condition or something in interfering with that. Yeah, so you missed. So is that what you say then? You just clean out the bodies afterwards.
Not the bodies, just like pick up the mess when it's done.
Yeah. So you either choose either a classmate or the teacher to get influence over you, or you were deliberately causing mischief and gain a demerit.
I lean over and I'm like, bro, I was joking.
Yeah, like maybe Leftwing whispers that to Bastian as like a joke, and then Bastian's like, yeah, that's the answer.
I don't think he'd make a joke about dead bodies after like literally experiencing it.
No, yeah.
Then what's your choice?
So just like clean up the mess and choose either classmate or the teacher to get influence over you.
Sure. I mean, is that the right answer, or is it the wrong answer?
It's definitely a wrong answer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And you missed, so
you miss on the roll, so that's why it's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
influence on. I don't know.
Okay. In which case, he's going to shift your labels
because he already has influence on you. So you should probably pick someone who doesn't.
Yeah, I'll pick one of the kids.
which kid?
Whichever one doesn't have influence on me.
Only Thunder and Beaver Boy have influence on you.
What's her face? The shield lady who came in and saved me.
Sure, yeah, Polar Shield.
Yeah. Did you say Diane? Because I said Beaver Boy.
Yeah, that's right. I can't believe it's gonna stick. I shouldn't be surprised, but
it's got alliteration. It's so funny. To remember
and it's literally so funny.
Oh man,
where were Polar Shield? Sorry, I was looking at your labels because I was going to shift them, but I'm not doing that. I'm just adding Polar Shield to your influence list. Why does Polar Shield get influence over you in this circumstance? Maybe she's the one that has the right answer.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that makes sense. And you're like, oh, okay, she knows stuff and she saved my butt, so she's got influence over you. Maybe she says it in such a way that like she kind of like translates for you as if you said the right answer. Like what he meant was kind of a way she's like sticking up for you.
I think
probably because of the horror she saw while like helping you like help rescue the civilians and like literally clean up bodies. So maybe she's like, he deserves a break. He got up some slack. She says, eliminate the threat as efficiently as possible. The least amount of collateral damage. That's what you meant, right, Bastian? Clean it up, like clean up the villain.
Yeah.
And
that's definitely what I meant.
And so Patrick Lemrick just says, good. And writes down eliminate. So then we cut back over to real time, right? And Marty over the comm says, you guys know what to do. Engage, evacuate, and eliminate. And he's like, go team one!
We need a better team name.
Sorry, what was the extrapolation of engage again?
Engage the threat, confront, distract, put a wedge between them and their goal.
Right. And then evacuate
it's like
them.
A delaying tactic. And evacuate and then finish it off.
So if you start, basically the idea is if you start rescuing the civilians before the threat has been met with some sort of opposition, he's just going to attack someone else. Yeah.
I'm going to put forth an alternate one. How about delay, evacuate, defeat? Then it can be dead.
Yeah, we closed the class on that line. And I think like you get like a bunch of chuckles from the rest of the classroom, and Patrick Lemrick is like, "No, class, no, it's not the right answer.
That's not funny. Stop it."
Yeah, but then otherwise the acronym is just E.
Yeah. Well, it's just the 3 E's. That's what it's not supposed to be an acronym. What is your deal with acronyms? He's just like,
I made a joke about it the first time it was brought up, and I have not stopped because that's who Palladium is.
All right, so who's going to ask him if they're going to marry him? We got to engage him. Let's do it.
So Caleb, I think all three of them in unison say, "Why are you looking at us?"
It's not going to be me.
And Quantum Quill is like, is it because we're girls?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's straight. Maybe that's PC of me. This is 2001.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is 2001. So it's just like, listen, the Equality of Marriage Act hasn't been passed by Obama yet in 2012. So
No, you don't say that. So Caleb, I'm assuming Palladium is like, you haven't done any training with the group, right?
Yeah.
So you're like out of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think somebody probably has like the engaging role, right? Like whoever's the best at trading blows is probably who does it. And normally that would be Palladium, but he hasn't been there. So I think somebody probably jumps into action as the like initiator.
Does anyone have like danger?
Not us. I have -1 danger.
I don't think anyone in our group has danger.
Let me check.
I think I have a mild danger right now. I got a 2 in danger right now.
Oh, nice. All right.
Well, that was the point aside from you.
Okay. Yeah. So this is. I think this is
you, but it's not. Right? Or, I mean, it could be.
I see what you're saying. You're saying someone else is going to jump in first because that's what
like I mean, you obviously could too.
Yeah. If you don't do it, I'll just be like, I mean, I guess I have the most experience now confronting a villain head on, so I can take.
Well, we've been training, right? So this is probably something that happens sort of. Yeah, like,
I think I think that Palladium would attempt to lead you guys like he should be, but I like the idea that like you guys have a protocol that you've figured out without me and just start doing it as I start to talk, right?
Right, yeah. So yeah, my question is, who's our It's probably either Thunder or Bastion, right?
Or both. I mean, they have 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So maybe I'm like, all right, well, if you're not going to ask him to marry you should probably get going. And I like gesture to Thunder and Bastion.
Yeah, I think Thunder is like, no, wait, my power can't be used in broad quarters like this. I mean, there's too many civilians I could hurt.
Okay, I guess it's just you, Bastion. Good luck.
All right, let's go.
In the meantime,
Quantum Quill is like steps up and she's like, yeah, Bastion and I can handle him.
Sure.
And then what it plays to play is
I was gonna say that I think Palladium wasn't even listening to this because I'm trying to analyze the situation. Can I roll superior? I'm gonna fail it miserably, but like
go ahead.
I think what's gonna happen is like I'm so tired, just trying to get a handle on things, not listening. But
I was hoping this would be how this would play out as soon as you.
I just want a reason for what I'm doing in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll roll this. Hey, it's actually a hit.
Nice. Hey,
so I
look at that.
One question.
You do.
What are they?
Sorry, I'll try and pull it up. Yeah, I'm sure you want to read it. Too, I'll read it. So on a 7 to 9, ask 1, and you take +1 while acting on the answers. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how can we best end this quickly?
Let's go with how can we best end this quickly?
Cut off his power source.
Yeah. Would I think that me absorbing all of his electricity is a possible answer to that question?
Have you ever drained all the electricity from a power line in a city before?
Probably not.
I mean, that's kind of my thought. That
would be bad.
I don't see how you
would cause an outage.
Okay, I think I have a plan.
There are outages right now because the power. He's pulling power lines off the power lines. But
I think I have a plan. But I'm assuming that Bastion and Quantum Quill kind of step in before I can say anything. Up to whoever.
It's up to you. So you're the leader, and so basically they're waiting for you to decide on something. And because you retired, you were not deciding anything. So they both step up to say, "Okay, we're going to engage the threat," and then you could be like, "Here's the plan."
Have a thing. And
I think what was being said is that like David was suggesting that they would jump into action without waiting for me because they had been practicing like that.
And I think it was established that you like hesitated as well.
I did hesitate.
A tired boy.
Yeah, because you're assessing the situation.
Yeah, so if you guys jump into it, that's fine. Is that what happens?
Yeah, go ahead. So Jared, what would you do?
I think he'd try to like ground all of the connections that are like connecting to him, or like to like what he's doing.
Ground all the connections. What do you mean by that?
So, I guess is he absorbing the energy, or is he just controlling the wires?
So his power is that he can control cables and wires as long as they have electricity coursing through it. At least that's what Marty has told you. I almost said that's what Bastian told you.
So I think he tried to like find like the little power boxes, and then like make a basically a line of like oh man, I'm forgetting all my old electric terminology. But find the ground. But no, I'd make a ground by like making a making something that has less resistance, that's more conductive than the wire.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could find the ground on the power lines and connect something from him to that, or like his power lines to that. Right. I mean,
I'd be creating
from carbon.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you make a ground that connects his power lines to the actual ground and the power lines, that would probably be the easiest way to do that.
Sure.
If you like pull open one of the, or I think power lines might have a ground like wrapped around the wires usually. I can't remember exactly how that works, but let's just say you know where the ground is, and that's your goal.
Okay.
So that would be freak, right? You're trying to reshape your environment.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go ahead and roll. I think we see Quantum Quill as you're getting ready to roll that. How Quantum Quill does something. Obviously, she won't do any. Wow, full hit.
Nice.
She doesn't do any mechanical effects, right? These NPCs don't do mechanical effects unless you're provoking them to do something or spending team or whatever. Actually, we need to fill team. Actually, we need to do that too.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because we're engaging a villain, right?
Yeah.
You are. When you enter battle against a dangerous foe against a team, add 2 team to the pool. Add 2 to the team pool, which you the start of every session, the GM adds a team to the pool, which was used by both of you in your separate circumstances. Right. So just leave 2 team, and then if the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team, which you don't.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team.
Players. I don't know about the other people.
Yeah, I only have influence over. Oh, sorry, I was putting Quantum Quill in the wrong spot. Here we go. She's supposed to go over here. I only have influence over you 2.
Okay.
Does everyone have the same purpose in the fight?
I assume so.
I'd assume so too, but
yeah.
Jared, do you have any secret missions that you're trying to?
Nope.
We're going
to E.
Yeah, that's right. If any team member mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team. Anybody mistrust the team leader?
Neither of us.
If we mistrust him.
Hopefully not to that level yet.
I think you guys do. I would argue that you do because Caleb recently spurned you with the team mechanic, right?
I don't know if you like fully mistrust him, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite all
just kind of working. Like I think we kind of.
I think it should be one of these. Either you mistrust the leader or your team is ill prepared or off balance.
Yeah,
right? Maybe it's that one. You guys are off balance because you haven't been prepared. Yeah. That probably makes more sense. I guess trust is more like I don't know what he's going to do. I don't trust him to make the right decision. Which, okay. So go ahead and you add 1 and then remove 1. So it's just 2.
Okay.
Okay, so then, you got a full hit, but so Quantum Quill is trying to engage the threat as well. So we see that one guy saying, "Help! Who is going to help me?" Or he says, "Help me!" And we see like all the like small pieces of like rubble and like pipes and different things from the ground all start like lifting up around him. And Wired like brings up a cable to like slam the guy, and then a bunch of just like pieces of rubble like hit him in the face or something like that. And Quantum Quill is like, "Hey, you there? I've got a bone to pick with you, villain." And she just like puts out her hands, and just like a bunch of like pebbles start flying at him. Nice. And then we cut over to Bastian. And Bastian, you got a full hit.
That real quick. I think that was the scene we got originally when we saw this guy about to get hit, and after she said that line, that's where we had cut off and then went back in time.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. So then we're deciding what happens. Yeah, good clarification there. Where is unleash your powers? On a hit, you do it. Oh, that's right. There's no extra things. On a hit, you do it. So yeah, you create like that form of graphene that you did with Amped, right? And you like splice it into one of his cables, right? And like ground it. And I think maybe how would that work? Like,
well, I think he'd go like the power converters, just like the source, and just ground it so like all the wires, at least
anywhere near it,
would. I mean, I assume we'd have to be because they're on like every block.
I don't know.
So yeah, you ground it, and nothing seems to happen. The like that one piece of cable seems to like fizzle out, I guess, and it like kind of like falls down, and yeah, it goes limp. And he like uses his other wires to like cut at it, or just like drop it out of his thing. And you see there's like no power around, right? There's no power near the city block or whatever. But he still has control over his wires. And I think he like turns towards you, and he's like narrows his eyes at you and is like, this guy's messing with me. And so he okay. I think you see a bunch of wires, like we get a shot of Bastion being like, uh-oh, stinky. And a bunch of wires come up from behind you and are like shooting towards your back.
Okay. Is this something we need to resolve?
He got a full hit, so he shouldn't be taking any
No, yeah, he's not marking a condition, but right. Something is happening in response to this. So you unleash your powers and accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, but what you thought was going to happen because of what you accomplished isn't what happened. Right. You were assuming that I guess. No, I'll leave it there because you guys could try and assess the situation further if you try to
unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. Which one of those was he doing?
He was reshaping his environment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I suppose I might as well just try and take his powers, right?
Well, so real quick, I think it's at that point
you
that I would jump in, right?
Sure.
And I'm letting them do this. I think I was about to say something when they jumped into it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. They can jump into it. And I look at the rest of you, kind of like hold up a hand, and I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna redirect. We're gonna redirect all of his attacks towards me. If I can absorb his electricity, then at the very least, I can get charged up, and then, yeah. So I'm trying to think. So Thunder has vibration powers, and then Water Girl Mist has what?
She shouldn't even be here. She'll get killed instantly. I imagine if she gets electrocuted.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I say. Left wing. I want you. I want you teleporting civilians out. Work with Mist to get those civilians out as quickly as possible. Bastion and Quantum Quill are going to be working on engaging and
we're getting engaged.
Quantum Quill over the comm says, "Ugh."
Working on engaging and neutralizing the threat. Thunder, you're with me. We're gonna get him to attack us. If you should be able to use your vibrations to keep those wires away from you. Yes.
She nods.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I'm not gonna try to dodge out of the way of those wires myself. I want them to hit me. What we're gonna do is, Bastion, Quantum Quill, you're gonna work on finding out where his power is coming, where his electricity is coming from, but don't act on that information until I'm fully charged. The moment I am, that's when we strike, and then I hit him with the force of 1,000 suns.
That seems excessive.
Is everybody on board? Everybody down with the plan? Okay, yeah. So Mist turns to you, Left Wing, and she nods. And I think she gets kind of close to you, like standing close to you, like she kind of like back against the wall kind of a thing, like back to back. Is kind of how she's like. Okay. She seems to you like she's getting close to you to like and like watching your blind spot, and that's kind of how she stances herself.
So really what's happening, I think, is me and Thunder are doing the engage part. Left Wing and Mist are doing evacuate, and Bastion and Quantum Quill are working on
support.
Taking him out.
What's the last E supposed to stand for again?
Eliminate.
Eliminate. Yeah, they're working on eliminate. Because the moment
we gotta make him dead.
The moment they can take out his electricity, that's when we can strike. So
yep.
That's what Left Wing says. All right, let's make him dead, and then
go
knock him dead. We'll knock him dead. There you go.
Yeah.
What are the rules on killing villains?
You are definitely not allowed to kill unless it is absolutely necessary in the matter of life or death, self-defense, split-second moment. And even then, you might still. Even then, there'd be a big investigation.
Just put yourself in a really risky situation.
We have a liberal president, is what you're saying?
Well, it was 2001. I think it was.
Well, there's
Bill Clinton.
There's a lot of like anti-hero sentiment, right? So that's probably why they're probably trying to avoid bad press.
It's because of Palladium's girlfriend's dad.
Public,
right?
Public
your
image.
Girlfriend's dad's a liberal.
Well,
no,
again,
he's an anti-hero.
Our political parties in this one are here a pro-hero and anti-hero. Yeah. So
Okay, so who does something about the wires that are about to attack Bastion? Does Bastion just roll to defend himself? Or?
I don't think I should roll because
I want to save him. I want to defend him.
Lightning is my weakness, so
I want to roll savior to defend him. That's what I want. Like because I want to be hit by it. So
yeah. Go ahead, roll savior.
Cool. And I was imagining that I was saying all of that while they were doing those actions. And so when Bastion is getting hit by the wires, I've already said my piece, and then I can jump into action. Okay, I'm going to roll defend. Oh, man, only an 8. That was actually a bad roll for me. What does 7 to 8 on defend do?
I think you still do it.
It costs you. You expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. I'll expose myself to danger.
We are doing this, I'm going to switch, but I could still hear you through here. I'll switch my microphone so I can still talk for a minute here.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, I just want to get hit by it anyway, so that's fine with me.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah. So, if you want to mark in condition, or I guess I just rolled to take a powerful blow, right?
I think you should mark a condition, not a.
Well, it says expose yourself to danger. It doesn't mean like, I don't think it's implying you automatically get hurt by it, right?
But if you roll to take a powerful blow, this could take you out. Well, I suppose, exposing yourself to danger. So, you're now in the crossfire, and the wires are wrapping around you instead. Yeah, maybe he like wraps the wires around you, and. Although
no, I mean that's what it is. Like I'm willing to take a powerful blow. I don't have any conditions. Like, this should go well.
I guess am I still like, yeah. Okay, this is fine. Sorry, I was confused about something.
Okay, here we go. Nope. Okay, another 8. Still not terrible. So that means
what are you rolling now for an 8?
Powerful blow. Take a powerful blow.
No, you would not be willing to take a powerful blow.
Why
not? So you're exposing yourself to danger.
Yeah.
You're not getting hit, right? There's a difference. If you want, like, rolling to take a powerful blow is too big of an answer here. You would rather, especially you just rolled a 7 to 9 on that. One of the options on the 7 to 9 list is mark 2 conditions. You do not want to roll to take a powerful blow. I think the situation is just his cords are wrapping around you. Right?
Things are going badly, but they haven't.
Things are going badly. You're exposed to yourself to danger.
So I think the option I'm choosing then is escalating the situation. It's like exposing yourself to danger. I think is either I have to roll to like either dodge out of the way or take a powerful blow or something like that.
Not necessarily. Well, I mean, rolling to dodge out of the way isn't
right. Exposing yourself to danger means something dangerous is about to happen to you. You have to figure out how to deal with it. So it could be take a powerful blow, but it could also be, like...
Right, but I think that's what he means, right? Something dangerous is about to happen because you've been wrapped up in the cords, but you're not actually, like, Like I think he's making a soft move, right, as opposed to a hard move.
Yeah. Okay, so just narratively, I've been wrapped in cords, but nothing else has happened yet. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, and I think the reason he's like constricting you, right? And you try to like absorb kinetic energy, and then he like opens up the wires a little bit and starts electrocuting you, and you have to like he's like using both of the elements that you can absorb to attack you at the same time.
I don't care about the kinetic stuff. I would never not have tried to absorb that at all.
Right. So what I'm saying is you can't absorb both at the same time, and so that's what he's doing.
I don't think that's how my power works. I get to choose. Like it doesn't automatically absorb kinetic energy when it hits me.
Yeah, I think he's just saying
I'm saying
one of them will hurt you, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the kinetic energy is the one that's going to hurt me, not the electrical.
I'm saying whichever one you choose to not absorb is the one that then is endangering you.
So
sounds like somebody should roll
taking a powerful blow then.
Not necessarily.
Because this is the thing, right? Like I do not want to stop this. I have no intention of stopping it. I want this to happen to me. I am okay. Oh, you're muted again.
Oh, sorry. Did I cut out there?
It changed when you
something else, right?
What?
So it's like okay. So here's a narrative situation. You're wrapped in cords, and he's trying to constrict you and electrocute you at the same time. So now we deal with that narrative, right? So either somebody else does something, or
I take a powerful blow and I roll an 8 because I want to take the blow. That is literally my intention.
Okay. So you intend to? Okay, yeah. So
because I want to absorb the energy, and that's the only way this is gonna. Like if someone tries to stop this from happening, then I won't absorb.
Tell
the
them
energy.
not.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay. You roll to take a powerful blow. 7 to 9. What are you marking 2 conditions?
Let's take a look. I'm thinking maybe you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity. That makes sense to you?
Sorry, go ahead and say that one more time.
There's one of the options is you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity.
Okay, yeah. So I think he's like constricting you, and I think
how does your armor work? Could he try and pull your armor off with his prehensile thing?
Yeah, he tries like he grabs at one of your arms and he like peels off one of the arms from your arm. And
like my greaves or whatever.
Then he grabs the wires and it goes towards your helmet. He's about to pull off.
So what is the opportunity in this situation mean then?
He's trying to take your
dismantling your armor.
Right. So his opportunity is he gets to start peeling.
He can expose your identity.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I didn't even think about that. Armor, you can't use your powers, right?
Right.
So his opportunity is he's about to take you out of the fight.
But that's true that like it also would expose my identity.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Can I make so that's obviously happening. At the very least, one of my arms is gone, right? So that's like weakening me. Can I roll to? And I don't necessarily want to take obviously left wing and should do something, but I'm thinking I should roll maybe in like unleash powers or something. Like the next thing that's happening is I'm absorbing electricity, right?
Yeah, maybe we cut from there. Let's go over to let's deal with left wing and mist. Let me think. So
I guess my question is like, doesn't he electrocute me right away? Isn't that part of what's happening?
He's been doing that, yeah, right.
Yeah, he's been doing both.
So then, what am I like? How am I shouldn't we still roll that to see how it's actually going? Because either I am literally getting electrocuted.
Rolling to take a powerful blow.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. So let's say you start absorbing the energy.
So I'm just absorbing
through your armor, Mickey, through your armor, Palladium, and he pulls off the arm, which is where you were storing the energy.
Oh,
and so
okay. I do think it's like kind of stored ambiently everywhere, but I like the idea that maybe like I find an exposed part of the wire
Yeah, you started
like he's like
it, yanks it
through
off.
that arm specifically. Like I grab it, and then we see the wire start to just pull off my glove, right? Like, and it's the whole piece just comes off
your arm, and then just goes.
Yeah, and like he tosses it away, and like we can see it sparking with electricity, and just kind of rolls in the the street. And I'm like, dang it, no, right?
And then and then the wire starts looping around your head, and then we cut over to left wing and miss. So I think what we see is there's a woman and 2 kids in a car, and the wires have like wrapped around it and carried it. And like while he's been on this rampage, he's like carried this car with him as like a hostage, basically.
All right.
So Miss is like, left wing, look.
Where are we right now in relation to the car? Are we like up on the street or on a building? Or
let's say you guys were like at the top of a hill on the street as like Wired was like coming towards you. And so as they engage the threat, he's kind of like turned facing another street. So now you guys have kind of gotten the opportunity to like get in close.
Okay.
And like maybe you're like duck is like a wire like swings by your heads.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the best way to do this would be.
You can always assess the situation.
Yeah, because
you don't have an answer to that. I can answer it for you narratively. Or you.
How many people are in the car? Sorry.
What?
How many people are in the car?
3. There's a woman and her 2 kids.
Okay.
I'll say boy and a girl. They look about like 10 and 8.
All right. How high is the car above the road?
10 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll assess the situation first. Let's see. All right. What do I want to ask here? All right. What here can I use to? I don't know. I guess. I guess like get the car to drop.
But like drop safely?
Yeah, ideally.
What was your question? What was the question you're asking?
What here can I use to basically get the car to drop safely?
The car to drop. Oh, okay. Drop safely. I
mean, okay, can I see the guy?
Yeah. See Wired?
Yeah.
Yes.
From where I am? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to, my question here is what can I drop the car onto safely? It's like, is there something we can put under it that'll help? It doesn't have to be like a soft fall. It just has to keep it from giving everyone whiplash or breaking their necks.
Maybe it's like a classic. There's a garbage, like a garbage bin down an alleyway, and like you land it because it's like 6 feet up, or like a dumpster.
Yeah. So I look at Mist is her name, right? It's Mist. Yeah. Look at Mist and say, roll that under the car. I'm gonna try and steal its power long enough that car will fall.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And then I'll try and steal his power. We'll solve 2 problems here with one roll, hopefully. Because then he'll also not be able to take Palladium's helmet off.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Let's
think about this. So this is where the difficulty comes in with scenes like this. Is then you take his power.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Is the fight over?
Yeah. I mean, when we were like engaging, I'm like, I could just try and take his power, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, my job is to try and get the civilians out of danger.
Right.
And I mean, just because he isn't fighting doesn't mean there's no danger. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So yeah, we'll see.
Okay, yeah. So he.
That's when we realized that all of his electrical ability is actually just like a Aozawa type like technology, right? It's his scarf that can be used.
Yeah. Okay. So he drops to the ground, and all the wires like fall as well. And I think, as the wires fall, he was like splitting two of them apart, and so two wires go like spraying electricity all over the street.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of open, dangerous electrical.
Yeah, right? So the car like lands on the dumpster, right? And then a power line lands on the car.
I was gonna say, like, if any of these cars have had like oil spill out of them, like gas spill out of them, then we have a fire on our hands.
Yeah. Definitely could be some other problems to deal with. Cool. All right.
Yeah. I think I say over the comms, I'm like, that works. Thanks, Leftwing.
No problem.
Mist like turns into water and just like I guess what's the word, like
tsunami? By turn into water, you mean like turn into a wave?
Dumpster. Yeah.
Because she is water.
Yeah. She like actually she does this. She goes underneath the dumpster as water, and then just kind of like lifts it up by like basically like using the water to like.
Maybe she could have just been under the car.
Yeah, I actually thought that's what you were gonna do.
Well, I thought of that, but then I figured that a car might like kill her. I don't know how
resilient she is.
How much she can change her body shape.
Yeah,
how solid she is, right? But yeah, okay. Then I'll say to Palladium, I'm not sure how long I can hold it. We're probably gonna have some hazards to deal with here. Try and take them out as fast as you can. And then to Mist, I say, see if you can pry open the door.
Yeah, she's like, but there's a power line on it.
Can they open the door? Because nothing's constricting the car anymore, right?
They could, but if they touch anything that's metal, they would get electrocuted, right?
Yeah. Boy. Oh, I was supposed to get a +1 to that from work acting on.
You did, yeah, but it was relevant.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate.
Should we cut away from the scene and let you think about it for a bit?
Yeah, I might just be like, can anyone get rid of this cable on this car?
Yeah.
We probably don't need like 6 people fighting him. It's all right. Or 4 people fighting.
So, Bastion, what do you do?
I mean, I'm just gonna make like a little like floating carbon hand and grab it.
Mage hand.
Yeah.
Mage hand, yeah.
Nice. Bastion casts Mage hand.
Go ahead and roll freak then. You'd be reshaping your environment.
I'm a little freak. Oh yeah, you know it.
You're freaky. Nice, dude.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So you pick up the power line, and where do you put it? And also, you find this very well. Maybe you don't. I'm just gonna we'll just keep going.
Just electrocute the guy with it.
Just stick it in now.
No, I haven't.
All right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick him with it. I guess if he doesn't.
That would be illegal.
Right now.
You would kill him.
Not necessarily.
Touching someone with the power line is called killing them.
What?
I thought I was just giving it back to him, sir. I promise.
Yeah, he had the electric power.
Yeah, it's his power. He's going to be fine.
I'll put it somewhere just like where it's grounded.
Okay, sure. Maybe stuff it into one of the power boxes.
I mean, I don't think that would do it.
Well, no, but that would be where it'd be grounded, right? Like stuff it into one of the power boxes, like with the ground.
Okay. There's gonna be someone who like actually knows what they're talking about. They're gonna be so mad.
Well, Connor knows what he's talking about. He's an electrician.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about as to why when you grounded it to begin with, that it all didn't just turn off.
Well, yeah, no, you know electrician for like houses, but I'm pretty sure it's different for like city infrastructure.
This isn't. I can't say anything. There's more to this story.
Trust the GM.
Yeah. All right.
I'll stick it in the power pot.
Or whatever. You put it somewhere safe, right?
Yeah.
Right, now I need to
say about our electricity. They can just be like, "Oh, I put it this place then," in their vantage.
All right, now I'll have Mist open the door. Can she just go between the door and in the crack and then just expand? Could she become as thin as actual?
Yeah, well, she probably just goes underneath the door, right? She just seeps into the car and then opens the door and maybe carries both kids out first. Okay. And maybe tries to hand them down to you from the dumpster and then picks the one around.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if she could go all the way down to the jet of water, right? All right, so
she just can seep through it.
Yeah. Cool.
So then we cut over back to you, Palladium. What are you doing with?
He dropped me, right?
Yeah, you both dropped to the ground, right? And I think Wired is dazed for a minute or for a moment, and then whispers something into his whispers something to himself. You're not sure what.
He's not alone. I say, Quantum Quail, be on the lookout for anyone else. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go punch him in the face.
Okay.
With my other arm. What'd you say?
Directly engage a threat.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna go punch him with my good arm. All right, here we go. All right, 78.
Okay, where is...
Directly engage a threat. On a 7 and 9, I pick one of the following options.
You trade blows on a hit, but then you can either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. So if you don't choose resist or avoid their blows, he'll also inflict a condition on you.
Well, I think I just take a powerful blow, right? That's the...
Well, I think he can decide which one. He can just give you a condition, or he can have you roll. I think it's basically the same kind of... Because rolling is actually worse in most cases.
Well, not necessarily, because there's plenty of options that don't involve me getting conditions.
Right, well, yes. But if you fail, I think you basically just get wrecked. And if you partially
on a 10 plus, you must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or two options from the 7 to 9 list.
Yeah, and the 7 to 9 list also has take 2 conditions. Obviously, it also has other stuff, but
and if you choose, it's.
Oh, wait. Have I missed any today?
Yeah. Yes.
You missed your
just the class move. Okay, yeah, never mind.
No, obligations. You missed your obligations, but I don't know.
Yeah, I succeeded. I succeeded by adding a +1.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that.
Use the what's it called selfishly.
Yep. I'm not going to resist their blows. I don't really care about that. This character is meant to be a punching bag. I'm going to choose to create an opportunity for my allies. I think the thing that I really... Oh, actually, maybe I could take something from them and try to take out his comm link. His little earpiece or whatever that I assume he has. Does that work, Connor? Do I know enough? Can I have enough narrative wherewithal to choose take something from them and find his earpiece and take and smash it?
So that's the opportunity you want to create for your allies?
No, sorry. There's a different option, is take something from them. Can I do that instead and just take his earpiece?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I go over and I'm just letting him wail on me so that it looks like I'm trying to hurt him. And
you go after him with your unarmored arm and he grabs it and puts it in a lock, and then you swing around with your other hand, your armored hand.
Yeah, I grab the side of his face. Yeah, just tear it off. And I crush it in my hand.
Into your arm and your unarmored arm with slams into your elbow. So you could have broken your arm, and then you throw yourself away. What condition do you mark?
Let's take a look. Good question.
He does still take a condition damage.
He does.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did damage him. I traded blows. Let's do. Maybe angry. Yeah, I'm gonna just do angry.
Okay.
Right, like I don't. It's mainly just me getting
in the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's like you just got punched in the face. You're like, let's go.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I crush it in my hand. I crush the earpiece and toss it to the side. I'm like, nice try. No backup is coming for you.
Yeah, as you say that, we cut to Bastian and Quantum Quill. And Bastian, what have you been doing after you set down the power line? You were supposed to be looking for how to shut down the power entirely, but we never came back to that. So what have you been doing?
Looking for like I don't know, substation maybe?
Trying to maybe follow the power line to the source?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a superior then. Or assess the situation.
Let's go.
Nice. Okay, so on a 10 plus, ask 2. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly?
How can we best end? Well, I guess getting rid of the powers. We can best end it quickly. Yeah, the first one, how can I like best turn the power off or whatever?
What here can I use to turn the power off?
What here can I use to do the power off? Yeah.
It's a tricky answer. So it's someone that's powering it. Well, let's do this. Ask your second question. Well, no, I'll answer this one first. So you see the power line. And maybe you and Quantum Quill like run after it and like try and follow it to its source.
Mm-hmm.
And you at the end of the line, you see like the power line like go down this like one alleyway, and someone like steps out from behind it, and with let me show the character sheet. Someone has their hands like this, and they have electricity like arcing through their hands. And the answer is you got to take this guy out. That's how to turn the power off, because this guy has been the one that's been powering it. Maybe he has like the cable like with him, and he's like still powering it because he's just trying to create like mayhem and stuff. Or no, maybe he just drops it because now, or no, because your question was how do we turn the power off? And that's still an issue. So yeah, maybe he has it like with him still.
He might not even realize what's happening, right? Like it's not an immediately obvious situation that the guy's like he doesn't just automatically. Well, unless he does, he might not know that we have the ability to take the guy's power away. So he might not be aware that.
That's what Ark was saying. Or I'm sorry. That's what this guy's saying. That's what Wired was saying, and it was calm.
Just lost it. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, my other question is, how can I best take this guy down?
How can you best take this guy down?
Yeah.
I think I missed something. Did a new villain show up?
Yeah.
There's an electrical guy powering the.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's why when you grounded it, it didn't stop. It wasn't the power station that was powering it that. If grounded would trip the station to turn off the power. He was powering it himself.
All right, cool.
And if that's not a true scientific answer, then screw science. This is superhero world.
Yep.
I'm trying to make him big enough so that you can actually see him on the screen. I don't know if did I show him to you guys yet? Did he appear on your?
No, not for me anyways. Oh, there he is.
I saw the character sheet anyway.
Cool.
So that's who steps out from.
Is he younger? He looks younger.
Yeah, he says as he turns the corner, Bastian, he says, "What have you done with my older brother?"
Nice. All right.
What?
Master's like, I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know who you are.
He's dead.
Yeah. So how best can you take this guy out? I don't know. I mean,
give him to me.
I think. I don't know.
I think leading him to Palladium is the best way to do that, right?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, in my head, I'm just like, beat him in the head with your carbon. Like, that's kind of a lame answer.
Yeah, when he says, "What did you do with my brother?" I killed him.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Are you provoking him?
Sure.
Yeah. Provoke him to chase you or whatever, right?
It sounds like you're provoking him. Yeah, you're trying to provoke him to chase you.
Do I get a +1 for?
You do, is you
for setting? No, did I get a +1 for setting?
You're acting on the answers. So
okay.
This is a great plan because bring him to me. I can absorb. We can do the same plan again, except this time we can take out 2 villains with 1 left wing take power. Right? Get rid of arch power, and Wired is useless too.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah, good point.
I got full hit again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, what's the result of this? I think it's just they rise to the bait and do what you want. Okay. Yeah. So he goes and he has the electricity like this, right? And what he
hair
does
turns gold.
What's that?
His hair turns gold.
No. Well, his hair is just.
That's true. Yeah.
But
his hair turns white then.
He creates electricity in between his hands, right? And so he does this with it, and it starts like arcing at you.
You sure he doesn't do this with it?
No, he does not
go like that.
No, it's not.
Will have a way to escape fast with her powers.
She can fly, right? If she has a bunch of little things to carry her.
So he's going to chase you, right? So I think he's attacking you full force.
Okay.
So I think it is interesting if you have to, so maybe like, well, I guess what would you do, right?
I'd run away.
Yourself away.
I'd lead him to Palladium.
I guess how are you doing that? Are you on your like carbon disc thing?
Yeah, that's what I'd do. Is I'd make the little disc, but if Quill doesn't have a way to escape, I'd have to like pick her up and like leave.
Yeah, I think that's the issue is Quantum Quill isn't fast enough because she doesn't have a way to fly. I mean, at least I don't think it would make sense for her to use telekinesis.
Why wouldn't she just be able to take a bunch of little pieces of rubble and like I mean, if what's his nose can use his fingers, never mind, they're telekinetic. But like, couldn't she just pick herself up with a bunch of little pieces?
I suppose she could. But let's say
there enough like debris around is the thing to make
maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't enough debris around where this is for her to like she doesn't have enough pieces near her, or maybe she doesn't have like debris. The right pieces, and so she starts like trying to gather enough stuff to pick herself up, and then the arc of electricity starts coming after her, and you have to react to it or leave her to die.
Yeah, I'll like pick her up and like make a disc and like fly out.
So that sounds like you are rolling to protect her. So go ahead and roll
defend. Roll savior.
Oof!
Ooh!
Whoa!
Double one, snake eyes, man.
Yeah. Okay. So on a miss, I pull that up.
Maybe he just like electrocutes the disc and it like conducts. I don't know. It's carbon conductive. I assume it is.
So it's on a hit. You keep them safe, right? So you don't keep her safe is the answer here.
Well, one of the options is to take it yourself and take a heavy hit, right?
No. That's. I'm sorry. Hold up a second.
One of the fail conditions. I thought that's what
those were. I think you missed that up. On a 7 to 9, it costs. Oh, no. Expose yourself to danger. So that's on a 7 to 9, is you expose yourself to danger, escalate the situation.
Yeah.
When you try and defend someone or something, you only keep them safe if you hit. So if you don't hit, the answer is you don't keep them safe.
And usually you do another move, Connor.
Yeah, so I think
mark potential though, Connor, Jared.
Yeah, go ahead and mark potential. Woohoo! So Quantum Quill gets shocked with a bunch of electricity, and I think she just goes down.
Wait, is there not a fail for defend?
Or does fail whenever you fail anything, it's just the GM makes moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think Quantum Quill is just like out of the fight. She passes out, and because you got close to her, it also electrocutes you, and you also mark a condition.
Okay. So I can't bargain to take a heavy hit to prevent her from getting hit?
As in, like, roll to take a powerful blow instead.
You could have done that if you got a 7 or 9.
You could then expose yourself to danger.
Exposing yourself to danger is different than taking a powerful blow.
Not necessarily.
So this is the thing, right? The idea is that
roll to take a powerful blow.
The idea is that you failed the roll, and so no matter what, the thing that happens is you cannot defend her from.
Yeah,
this
you
hit.
Don't keep her safe.
That's not a possible option here. But I think what Connor's doing is he's then doing a GM move, which he gets to do when you fail a move, to say you also mark a condition yourself because you also get electrocuted.
Okay.
Right.
So I'll mark
that's just all part of the
angry condition.
Yeah, that makes sense. No.
Yeah.
Quantum Quill.
So Bastian, I wish I could compel you. I wish this was Faye and I could compel you just for this minute. Because does Bastian then just not lead him away?
Oh, he's gonna just bombard him.
Yeah. Go ahead. So what does this look like? Are you just like going after him then? Are you attacking him head on?
I'm gonna charge my my Nova, and then I think he's just gonna like PTSD go back to like my communist academy and just like go berserk on him.
So you have to take time to charge your powers.
Berserk is a different anime, Jared.
Yeah, you're right.
If you decide to roll burn, I'm gonna make something else happen.
Okay.
Are you gonna still roll the burn?
Well, I'd probably take a powerful blow if I did that, huh?
Well, if you stand there to try and charge up your powers as he's arcing electricity at you, that would be probably what would happen, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could try and get to safety first and then roll to charge burn, but I think it makes more sense if you just attack him straight up.
Yeah. I'm going to unleash my powers on him.
Unleashing your powers cannot target him. If you tell me what you do, because if you attack him, then you can inflict conditions and you roll danger. But unleash your powers can't actually you're not engaging a threat, right?
You could try to like restrain him or something like that, right? Like you overcome an obstacle in some way. Like, but
I'm gonna have to do burn then. My danger is 0, so the only way I can attack him with my power is to use the Nova thing.
Right. Well, not necessarily. You can roll danger.
It just means successfully.
It wouldn't be successful, and I'd take a heavy blow anyway.
I mean, you have a +0 to the roll, right? So it's a 50% chance of missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On directly engage a threat, if you get a 7 to 9, you trade blows and pick one. So you could still, if you get a 7 to 9, just resist or avoid their blows and attack it.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to be stuck in the same thing while he slowly whittles me down then.
Well, no, he'll take damage still.
Yeah, he'll take damage.
And you won't.
On a hit,
you'll get anything extra.
Trade blows. So he takes damage and you take damage. And one of the options you can pick on a 7 to 9 is you don't take damage. So then you whittle him down, he doesn't whittle you down.
All right. I guess I'll do danger then.
Danger noodle.
What does it look like that you're trying to do?
He's going to attempt to like make like carbon just like spears, and depending on how good this goes, since he's like berserk, maybe it turns into diamond. We'll see.
It definitely doesn't turn into diamond.
Well, if I roll a 12, it might.
No.
No. Okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Nope. I fail. I knew it.
Yikes.
Oh, we have a team though.
Now, you use team.
You have a team still, so you could roll to or use that to spend it selfishly, or you could say
this isn't selfish though, is it?
Thunder shows up.
The issue is someone else would have to show up basically to
because no one else is in this situation because Quantum Quill's down.
This is the weird thing about having NPCs in our team is that they can't it really has to be David or I who spends the team to help Jared. They can't. No, that's what it says. Like they don't have a character sheet on which to spend this team, right?
Well, the team is for everybody. I mean, like we considered them when we were adding and subtracting from the GM pool.
Yeah, but okay. So like for example,
even if it isn't like that, Caleb, that's just how we're house ruling it. You can use team to have an NPC help you with something.
Right. I guess it does.
Thunder hasn't done anything, so she could.
Anyone working with the team can spend. Yeah, working with the team. I guess
they are the assumption, team, right?
Right. So you spend what we're saying is you can spend a team to have one of the NPCs help you with something. So you can get a +1 by making a team and saying one of the NPCs is the one that is.
I mean, that's not true. They can spend it. You as the GM.
He's saying that's the house rule because
that's the house rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he wants us to have NPCs.
Label it differently. Since Thunder is with you, Palladium could spend a team to have sent Thunder. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's irrelevant in my eyes whether or not.
It's just, the main thing that I'm wondering here is just that the entire point of the team mechanic is for other people to spend it to help you, and if you're the one spending it, you have to do it selfishly. So I feel like it has to be either you as the GM or one of us who's decided to spend this.
Was that we're saying she's spending it, right?
Right, but then at that point, shouldn't Connor be the one to say that she's spending it, not Jared?
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose, but we're suggesting that. I mean,
I'm just house
having a reason.
All right, it just seems like against the intent of what the mechanic is supposed to imply is that you literally cannot ever spend it yourself unless you're doing it selfishly.
Right. Well, that's the thing is narratively, he's not helping himself selfishly. He's spending it to have somebody else help him.
The narrative trigger for that is you spurn the team, right? You insult them or make them mad with something. This isn't that. This is someone helping him.
Right.
And so we're just spending a team normally.
And if there was nobody available, then maybe he would have to spend it selfishly, right? It's not that he'd never have to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Thunder literally hasn't done anything yet. So I think it makes sense for her to be able to show up and help.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So maybe we get a shot of Palladium being like, Thunder, go help Bastion. Quantum Quill got taken out. He needs help. I can handle this guy. And then
yeah, I mean, in that case, can I just be the one who spends it? That just feels better to me, right? I
don't care. Whatever makes you sleep at night, Caleb. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't really know that it matters who's spending it.
Yeah, yeah.
So did we get that scene? Is there anything you want to add to that, or that's just the scene?
Oh,
I was asking.
I have moves.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
You do have moves, Jared. You're right.
Instead of Caleb having an existential crisis, I'm going to spend a Doom track.
What?
And do the Janus move, Game Face. When you commit yourself to save someone or defeat a terrible enemy, mark a condition and take +1 ongoing to all rolls in pursuit of that goal.
Hey, yeah, I like that. What are you marking guilty? Maybe
I think I have that move. Yeah.
Is that what you're marking, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I like that.
I should have used that one already.
Yeah.
I know your moves better than you do. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I forgot I had extra ones.
So that makes it a 7 then. So then are you choosing to resist or avoid their blows?
Yeah.
So what does it look like then? So you shot a bunch of carbon spears at him.
And I think I'm just tanking, shooting a bunch of carbon spears at him and taking the disc I made and using it kind of as a shield.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
I mean, it's highly conductive, so it's not doing much, and I'm still getting blasted and just tanking the damage in front of Quantum Quill.
Sure. Yeah. Are you sure you're still resisting or avoiding their blows then, or?
Well, yeah, I'm resisting it.
I see. Okay, so you're just withstanding the pain, kind of. Okay, sure. So you're getting electrocuted, and you're like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You're also marking a condition while this is happening too, so that makes sense. Okay, so
does he take damage?
He does. That's another condition. I'm treating these 3 conditions as the brothers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Because it's easier that way, less complicated.
Does he have a villain move?
Running out of time. What's up?
Does he have a villain move?
Yeah, I think his villain move is going to be to how is he? I think he does this with his hands. He like spreads out his hands as far as he can, and just a big electrical wave just like shoots out from him, and I think it knocks you and Quantum Quill back like into a building, and it just like it turns into just like a he does that. He like points it up in the air and creates like an electrical storm.
Nice.
And so now instead of you blocking from in front of you, you now have to like block from above. So how do you respond to this attack?
I'm actually going to, instead of guilty marking, if it's not too late.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
I'm gonna spend another Doom track, upgrade my track, and I'm gonna use the another ability called Damage. You get an additional condition called Damaged.
Yeah.
Well marked. Take +1. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. Where is it?
No, that's what you're thinking of. You want to take an extra.
No, I'm sorry. I'm taking guilty. I was reading the wrong thing. Whenever you have angry marked, take +1 ongoing to unleash your power. Dang it! I have too much stuff. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you are marking guilty.
Yeah, I'm marking guilty, and it's coming for you. When you mark a condition, take +1 forward against the person you blame most for causing.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'm sorry. I've got like 12
like
different
all the moves that you would
ever
want to use. Yeah.
And they all do like similar things, just with like slightly different triggers.
Yeah, slightly different triggers.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you're marking another Doom track. So that means your Doom track is filled. So
it's
you have
filled
to
now. So
well, it just got filled when you used infinite powers earlier. So now you marked another one. So now it's you get a new.
What do you take for your extra Doom sign?
Is it Burning Bright? Or no, not Burning Bright. Sorry, it was Bolstered. I think is what you're going to take, right? Mark your Doom track to use an adult move one time.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's what you said you were going to take last time.
Yeah. Oh, what's the adult move for danger?
I think it's Overwhelm a vulnerable foe.
Yeah, basically, if you can convince the GM that your opponent's vulnerable and you just beat them.
Yeah,
I think he's emotionally vulnerable because he thinks his brother is dead. That's why he's like going like berserk mode.
Well, you describe what you do, and if I think he's overwhelmed, then go ahead and do that. But right now, you have to defend yourself against the electrical storm. You and Quantum Quill.
Dang it! I should have. I just need to mark a burn at the beginning of any confrontation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I mean, the point is you have to charge up your powers. So maybe there's not always a good enough reason to charge up your powers. Maybe there wasn't a good enough source of carbon near you. You know, they're all narrative triggers. So it makes sense that you don't just have that all the time.
Am I able to shape the environment in a way that'll like negate the storm?
Yeah, I mean, you could just cover yourself with carbon. That's
like make a big dome.
Make a lightning rod.
Yeah,
make a big lightning rod. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just make like a big, just like huge pillar of like graphene in the center of the storm to like ground it all.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll freak. Unleash your powers.
So max I can get is +3.
Correct.
Okay. Full hit. Let's go,
Full
baby.
Nice. You make this pillar, and then all the electricity just kind of like swarms into it, like from his hands, and then it gets to the point where he's like trying to shoot up all the electricity as it's like arcing from his hands, and instead of it going in the air, it ends up just like starting to go into the pillar, and he's like he's not even like getting anywhere anymore. So from there, let's switch back over to Palladium with Wired. he just like smashed into your arm. And I suppose Left Wing and Mist are going to be in this scene then as well.
Did they finish evacuating people?
We evacuated somebody that he had direct contact with. We can just say the rest of the people that were like near him were in less danger, and so Mist and Left Wing are just like helping them get out. And so it's the four of you versus.
Are those the 3 boxes that you've been checking? Is like each step as we complete it? The E's?
No, I think those
are just conditions for the villain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a good idea.
That would have been a good idea.
Too late.
I just assumed that's what you're doing for some reason.
So exactly what happened. Yeah. Now we're eliminated.
We're fighting Wired then.
He does not.
Where's Thunder?
She's never mind. She's not helping.
She's with me right now. Yeah.
I think just to spice up the scene, since you were the last person to do something, I think Wired, like after you pull out his earpiece and jump back, Wired reaches into like his jacket, right, and pulls out like a detonator looking thing.
Oh, what?
And he's like, "Everybody, stay back! Stay back!"
Okay.
What kind of detonator is this?
Just like a button.
Yeah, like some sort of button.
Cool.
All right.
Actually, it's a button, and it has it's connected with a wire, and the wire goes into his jacket. So
there's so many wires, it probably wasn't immediately obvious.
You wouldn't know what the mass is for the detonator.
Sorry, say it again.
Left Wing doesn't know. He can't see the full object, so he doesn't know what the full mass is to try and swap it.
Okay. I mean, if it's a bomb, I don't want it.
Exactly.
Okay. Brain blast. Trying to think of what to do here. Like I could have Thunder try to vibrate things. I'm wondering, what do I know about her powers? Like, can she vibrate on like a specific frequency or something? I'm wondering if she could possibly like target the detonator in a particular frequency where it would just like dismantle the thing or something, or like make it not work.
So that would be an incredibly hard thing for her to do.
Yeah,
I think if you want to try and get her to be able to do that, that would be trying to that would be that move. What's it called? I don't have.
Oh yeah, don't you have a custom move for this? It's
like there's a custom move for when you want them to overcome an obstacle, or you want to like try and push them forward, or like help them increase their power is basically what.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the actual.
Can I do superior first? Can I assess the situation?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna fail at this, but it's fine. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So ask.
Hey. Can I have Thunder? Can someone spend team for Thunder to help me, like to give what she can give a +1, right?
Yep. That'd be the last.
Yeah, the last. Is that all right? And then I can get a full hit here and try to assess the situation.
Sure.
Cool. So yeah, we'll mark this.
We have. I think we spent that other one already, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
It'll be the last.
None left.
Oh yeah, we just don't want to delete the. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to assess the situation here. I want to make sure. Okay. So my question is, what here is in the greatest danger? Mainly, I'm curious, like, if he presses this button, are a bunch of things gonna blow up, or is this like a suicide bomb?
Something else is gonna blow up.
Okay.
So I guess what here is in the greatest danger?
Yeah.
A building.
Okay,
right?
so
he's got a building.
That's part of his plan here. Do I know which building it is?
Maybe we play that out in narration. Maybe you just be like,
yeah.
No need to kill yourself.
Here, I'll say it. I'm like, whoa, hold on there, Wired. There's no reason to bring anyone else into this or anything. Obviously, you had a plan coming here. What, you just want to get revenge? blow up a building to show how tough and strong you are?
I think Thunder is like, I think he's gonna blow himself up, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna blow myself up. I was hired. Or no, he doesn't say that. He's like,
yeah, I was like, yes, please, monologue. Tell us your whole plan.
Yeah, you did that if you pierce the mask. He's like, he says, I'm just here to cause some mayhem.
I mean, the question is, what here is in the greatest danger? Do I know which building it is? Just from knowing the context of his attack?
Maybe he starts like walking away, like scooting away from a building. He like glances at it too closely, and you're like, it's that building.
Is there any significance? Like, what is it? What is the building?
I think it's maybe an apartment complex.
Okay. And then I get to ask another question.
And it's like maybe it's like on the same block as you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like nearby, and that's why he's kind of like scooting away from it.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask, what here can I use to disable the bomb? This is you guys got to stop. No, I'm just kidding. Because one of the answers could be one of our powers, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think it's mist. I think it's not waterproof. It would just like short circuit it, and so he wouldn't be able to like actually get the wire to do anything.
Is mist nearby? Is left wing in?
Yeah, left wing and mist are nearby.
Okay. All right. And I get +1 while acting on the answers here.
I want to say it's Thunder because I want Thunder to be a part of this, but I don't think
that's fine.
That would be you'd probably have to push her into trying to do something like that. So
we still can if this fails. So I think I say left wing. This is all on you, buddy. I'm trying to say it quietly. So he's not hearing me. Right? Yeah, exactly. Left wing, this is all on you, buddy. I need you to teleport right in front of him and then switch places with Mist. Can you do that? Mist, I need you to engulf that detonator immediately, as quickly as you can.
And I think he's like, what are you saying? What stop whispering. He's like getting frantic.
Is that gonna work?
That's you asking me?
Fire just like looking around. You can only assume he's looking around for his brother.
Yeah.
Right. Are you asking me, Leftwing?
I'm asking Mist because I think maybe she'll know better whether or not. I'm worried that she'll just do that and then it explode because I don't know where the bomb is. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So
I say neither of you should be in danger, but we have to protect that building over there.
I'm trying to think because teleporting myself just into air is like supposed to be really difficult.
Yeah,
but I could switch.
You could switch place.
Or
well, I guess technically the easiest way to do this would be to switch places with him, and because then he would go right next to Mist.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I guess if she engulfs me and then I switch, he'll just already be engulfed.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So how does Left Wing say that? Exactly. It's gonna be super awkward.
Yeah, he's like, just like I don't know. Can you do that? Can you just like engulf? That's not a good word. He's like struggling, but
yeah. Like, you want me to hug you?
No, like a bubble, like a water bubble around me, and then I'll switch places with him, and then I don't know whatever Palladium's saying will happen.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just don't think about it too much. What did she say?
There's a joke I really want to make.
It's like on your clothes. What did yours?
I said there's a joke I really want to make, but I'm not going to make.
I'm sorry, Connor. I keep not hearing what she says. What was she? What did she say?
She said, "It's like I'm your clothes. I hate doing that." Oh.
I mean, I've got other clothes on. We should probably hurry.
She's like, yeah, right. And just like appears over you, and you like can't breathe. You're like, like basically like you went underwater. Like you just
I mean, I'd probably take a deep breath first.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Go ahead. And I think this should be roll freak.
Yeah.
Or unleash your powers.
Oof.
Okay, so it's either unstable or temporary.
I'm just gonna mark a condition instead.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe like insecure.
Insecure.
What does that give me a penalty to? Yeah, I'll do that. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So teleport him inside of Mist, and Mist short circuits the bomb right away. And I think he is like and like pushes her away, and then like falls to the ground and tries to push the button, and nothing happens. Yeah. He's like no.
Yeah, and I think I say, all right, Thunder. I look around. I'm like, all right, Thunder. No civilians. Let loose.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, except Mist, who's right there.
Roll to provoke.
Yeah, she's water. She's fine.
Water, which is more susceptible to my vibration than air.
No, that's not true, right?
I think it is.
Well, but sound
travels further over one.
What? Yeah. She says, "Are you sure? Are you sure it's safe?"
Yeah.
I don't. That just.
Oh, never mind. Water is a sign way more in there. All right.
And she says, "I don't want to kill him either."
Good point.
Look, lady, you got to do something. Get over there and hit him.
Yeah. Is that what level Leftwing's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, can Leftwing just roll provoke?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to roll provoke to.
You get this.
I figured that
this young girl slaughter a man.
What'd you say, Connor?
I thought you'd go back to your previous conversation, Gil, and be like, yeah.
I just don't know what to bring. Like, it seems like a dumb thing for her to say. Like, I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, just do. Like, we already talked about this.
This isn't dumb for her. This makes perfect sense why she's hesitant.
No, I understand that, but it's just like I don't know what else to say besides what I've already said. So I guess what I just say, Leftwing. I want Leftwing to roll this. He's better at it. He's way better at it.
All right, here we go. Oof, that was close.
On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one.
So they can choose to do what you say, but they don't have to.
They can instead choose one. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Because they can. They don't have to.
Oh no, I think
they can instead choose.
Choose one.
Okay.
So you can decide whether or not they do that. They'd rather do this.
Stumble.
Doesn't really make sense for her to, unless she overreacts. That's the only one that makes any sense, I think. Like,
sure. Yeah. I think.
Or her doing it. Right.
I think. Well, okay. I think she does it, and she seriously hurts him.
Cool. Fine with that.
Yeah. She tries it, and he like a part of his like leg
splinters into 1,000 pieces, like his bones.
Yeah, it's like part like maybe his like skin starts coming off and his bone like breaks, and you can like see
crap
on his leg. So she like
suddenly his leg is like going at 3 different angles somehow, right?
Oh no, She runs forward and she's like, fine. She like seems really unsure of herself.
Yeah.
And she runs forward and throws her hands down, and we see like the you hear the like thunder sound and the vibrate, and her hands glow blue, and the vibration like deconstruct part of the road as it like goes towards him, and then he like stumbles back, and his leg is like caught in it. And yeah, like his maybe just like his whole foot, just his foot like disintegrates.
Yes.
Like alchemy's deconstruction. Like it literally like all the pieces just
like vibrating the molecules away.
Yes. And he's like,
She's
like, and she's horrified.
Oh boy!
And
I'm gonna blame Leftwing for this.
Because of this, I'm actually going to mark a villain track on her
Thunder.
Thing. On Thunder. This is
she's felt the taste of blood.
A scary thing that has now happened to her, and I think she like falls to the ground. I'm just gonna mark this last condition over here. I think. But she falls to the ground and she's like, not again. Not again. Not again.
What are you talking about? That was great. And I called 911.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to her. And you know what I do? This is what I do. I walk over to her. Is she like on the ground?
She is, yeah. She's like on her
knees. Yeah. I squat next to her, right? I like kind of squat down. And I try to put a hand on her back if she'll let me.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, first I squat, and then I slowly take my helmet off. Drop to the ground.
What?
Pascal.
And
there could be cameras.
I know. Yep.
Okay.
No, the whole place has no power. Remember?
It's true.
But like
there might be like a news helicopter that comes in soon or something. Yeah.
They'll get to see your hair.
But this is what I do. Yeah. So no, you'll know why I do this in a second. I take the helmet off, let it drop, and I like leaning close, I don't think I touch her. I think I'm just leaning next to her, and I say, Thunder. Do I know her actual name?
Yes, it's Marissa Monet.
Okay, I say Thunder. Marissa, listen to me. This isn't Palladium talking. This is just John. And then I want to switch my labels.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to fail what I'm going to do right here.
Meanwhile, in the background.
Yeah, just screaming and yeah.
Leftwing is like calling 911 to or maybe Marty.
Probably, I'm like, hey, we have like someone who can heal or second guess like cauterize.
And I think Mist is trying to like put pressure on it, and like blood is like leaking into her like water.
Into her water, yeah.
I'm like, no, don't do that. You're gonna get an STD.
I'd like to think that one. Good.
I said, no, don't do that. You're going to get an STD. They tried to swat her away from him.
Yeah. I'd like to say that when Leftwing said, what was it? You like, do you have someone who can heal? And then you said like, or cauterize, but I think I feel like it would be funnier if you said, David, you have someone who can heal or, reconstruct matter. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably cauterize his wound. You should probably do that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm doing this first though.
Yeah. He might die. It's fine.
Bastion can come more. Well, okay. I'm leaning down and I say that, right. So I'm affirming my secret identity instead of my hero identity. So I switch my labels.
Yeah.
And then I say, this is not a step backward. Do you hear me? Every single time you try to use your powers, even if you fail, it is not a step backwards. The only way you get better is if you try again. Do you hear me? Do not try to go back down that ladder.
Okay, are you trying to comfort her, or are you trying to what's
your custom move?
Yeah, like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to help her overcome an obstacle, or are you looking at the root of this problem, or are you trying to just comfort her in the moment? I guess
I'm trying to comfort or support someone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just roll.
Okay.
Hey, my one full hit of the whole game.
So
Nice.
I guess I artificially got a full hit earlier, but
comfort and support. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. And at 10+, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
Nice. So I'm not angry anymore. That makes sense.
Hero condition or ship labels. Ship labels if they open up to you. Let's put it this way.
Man, I had a -2 to that. I just realized I had -2 because I was angry, and I still got a 10.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Let's say she doesn't mark the villain track. How about that?
Yeah, I removed the villain track. Yeah.
But so she was going down that path, and you were like, no, you stay back from the path.
Yeah, because if she gets afraid to use her powers and feels like every time she uses it, she's just going to hurt people, then yes, of course, the only way to keep being a superhero is to be a supervillain instead, right? If that's all you view your power as. But I'm saying like, no, this is just a hard trial. You have to go through this. You have to go through this sort of failure to get to the other side where you can actually control your powers. Like, yes, this is bad, but he's a villain. Like, it is not the end of the world. It's traumatic, sure, but use it, don't lose it, right?
Yeah.
And, whether or not she, like, it feels like reacts like she's comforted or supported in the moment, that doesn't matter to me. Like, she can yell at me or whatever she wants to do, as long as it actually worked, right?
Yeah, okay, so let's jump back over to Bastian, and let's say
well, how does she actually respond in the moment? Like, what do I actually see from her?
Oh, just she calms down.
Okay.
She stops hyperventilating and she calms down. She's still shaken up, but she's no longer saying, not again, not again.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay, but let's jump back over to Bastian and Ark. So the fight is over. I guess my thought is, I'm trying to figure out, since you guys just marked the last condition, I can make a villain move. And I think my villain move here is Ark. Yeah, okay, here's the villain move. Ark looks at you, Bastian, and he says, maybe he expected the building to blow up, and when it doesn't, he's like something's wrong, and he says that he's like something's wrong, brother. And he turns and looks at you, Bastian, and you're like ready to come at him again, and he's like, oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. You see, the whole reason we're here is because of a prison break. You can either choose to try and take me down, or if you let me escape, I'll tell you exactly which prison is going to be.
I don't think I even let him finish his sentence, and I just blasted him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll danger.
Let's go. And I get a +2 from the other things that are still in play.
What's that?
I still get +2 from the other things that are in play. Good thing.
Oof. Wow, yeah. Okay. What were the other two things? It was and
the blaming him for the
career role,
the anger, and then the or not the anger, but
assess the situation.
I blame him, and then the devoting myself to protecting someone or defeating someone at all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can either what is it? You can either use trade blows, so you're going to take them out, right? Mm. But then you either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think I'll surprise, like the last one.
Frighten the opposition.
Yeah, I want to frighten him into telling me anyway. If that's an option.
Yeah, I think so. I think my move seems pretty lame now, but that's fine. Yeah, frighten the opposition. Yeah. Okay. So you knock him. Maybe like what exactly do you do with your carbon?
I you know how like some people like they collect like butterflies and they like stick needles through them to like pin them to a board.
Do you do that with his arms
and his legs?
Nice.
Okay, this is very illegal. This is definitely like an excessive.
Not dead.
This is definitely illegal. You'll have to you'll have to look again.
How is that? Tell me how pinning someone to a wall is illegal.
You're sticking giant spikes through his arms and legs.
Yeah, he's actively trying to kill you. It's fine.
He's actively trying to kill us. And everyone people. Do domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
And I'm not killing him. I've just put it like, what do they want me to do? Like, every single villain just needs to be conveniently karate chopped on the neck and knocked out without any damage. I don't.
Okay, let's brainstorm this as a group. As a group, does it not make more sense that he would put it through his clothes?
I mean, that's what I was expecting.
Well, clothes that just doesn't actually do anything like it does in the shows because. Sure, like
right, but this
you
is
can just
a show.
Rip out of clothes easily. This is.
You're also frightening your opposition, or you could have just wrap carbon around his arms and legs and
So the thing that I'm seeing, Jared, is just that it's not even that it was being illegal per se. It's that it's very obviously excessive on your part as a sidekick.
Yes.
I don't know if it would be illegal, Connor, but it certainly would draw the attention of like mentors and like handlers to be like, whoa, okay, like calm down there.
That's part of the move.
So if that's the move, then that's fine. We don't have to frame it as you broke a law.
One of the things is Dragon finds out.
He broke protocol is what happened.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you breached protocol.
Okay, so if doing that is breaching protocol, is breaking his leg asunder. Is that breaking protocol?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we need to iron this out now. Like, what is acceptable and what isn't? I feel like
I don't really know how they would expect us to use super deadly superpowers to take people out without them, getting hurt.
Deadly superpowered people without hurting them at all.
I mean, when Heartbeat punched people, it was so intense that no one could stand near it or they'd be incinerated. There's no way he never broke these laws.
He was an adult, right? And he had extreme control over his powers.
No, he didn't. That was why we couldn't even be near him.
No, that was because Tempest and Heartbeat knew that in order to go all out against each other, they had to be by themselves because they fed off of each other's powers, right?
Right. Yeah.
And we established before that it was illegal for Dragon to explode their bullets and blow up their hands. So that was him as an adult, right?
Right, but that was why, right?
There was heroes have qualified immunity, but we don't.
You have not qualified immunity. You have trusted discernment or trusted
unqualified immunity.
No, well, maybe I don't know exactly the term, but
qualified immunity basically just means
like
that cops can shoot people.
It's a difference between a cop and a deputy. Let's put it that way. A cop knows when to take deadly force and when not to, or when something is necessary. And you as sidekicks are supposed to be on the lax side in case something like this happens, and then it makes the government look bad, right? If a sidekick pins a villain to the wall with spikes through his arms and legs, and that got out, there'd be laws passed against you. It'd be like, whoa, this is crazy excessive force. There'd be publicity about it.
If the cops managed to stop the 9/11 people, but in the process of stopping them, they broke every single bone in their body and mutilated them, I think the public would be like, yeah, good job, America.
Well, the point is not how would the public react. The point is what legally can you as a sidekick do? And that's what the role is for. You could succeed at the role and then everybody looks the other way because nobody cares. They're like, who cares? This is a villain that hurt people. Who cares? That's why the role exists.
I understand what Connor's saying. The amount of people who will take any situation, no matter how justified it is, and try to spin it for their own political agenda, it happens literally every day, everywhere. In our country.
What year did Twitter come out? And really, it's only Twitter that does.
It's like 2007, I think.
CNN.
And part of the role could be, it could go either way. But also there's a whole anti-hero movement right now. Mm-hmm. And so the heroes in training program as a whole, that was something that had to be fought for. And that's why there's all these rules and regulations is they're trying to push it further, but there's pushback. And so that's why there's these restrictions of if you use deadly force. First of all, he's not attacking, right?
Okay.
In this situation, he's saying, "Hey, let me go." And
that's true. Yeah.
I think what I do is then, since he's angry, he's just gonna send just like blunt carbon fists at him and just bludgeon him until he talks.
So you're still going to make a roll.
Yeah, that was the danger.
No. You're still going to make a roll for using excessive force.
What?
If you're the roll, and then
here's the thing: your goal, Bastion, is to get information out of him. Like you're torturing him at that point, no matter what you do. That's I think that counts.
Yeah, but who's going to know that?
That's
the role.
That's the point of
you could succeed at the role, and then nobody knows.
Yeah, but I mean, there's got to be a narrative.
I spent the danger thing to get information out of him. Like I succeeded the role.
Yeah, but so what I'm saying is, you succeed the role. You don't have to bludgeon him half to death in order to succeed. You're choosing that, and I'm saying because you're choosing that, you're also going to make a roll on the illegal move.
So Connor's saying you can get this information without doing an excessive force. So you've already gotten narrative justification to do so. It would just be up to Bastion whether or not he gets angry and does it anyway. You could clear your angry condition. You can clear your angry condition if you do this, but you'll have to make the roll.
I'll just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Clearing the angry roll.
So my last question is who is witnessing this that it could even be, because then the move has to be narratively triggered, and if he breaks the law and no one's there, it can't be.
So the narrative triggers are deciding some of the mechanics are deciding what makes the most narrative sense. So like on a 7 to 9, it could be a teammate sees you, so Quantum Quill could regain consciousness and see
the move already includes that. So the trigger is when you do something illegal, and the possible options are. So what are you rolling on when you do this?
This is rolling plus demerits.
Right. That makes total sense because demerits is how closely they're watching you. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, except that if they're not watching you because no one's there, it doesn't matter.
No, that's what the role is deciding, right?
He showed up at the other place, and that's what the role decided.
Yeah, the role is deciding whether or not the watching they're doing is actually enough to catch you in this moment.
Okay.
The watching that we're assuming is happening in the background and is sometimes working and sometimes not working.
Okay. What do I roll?
You're rolling plus demerits, so you're rolling with a -1. Or no, you're rolling with a plus 1.
Yeah,
because add is bad.
Yep.
So high is bad in this one.
Well, how do I do that?
Do a flat roll or like a custom roll on your character sheet. Flat 2d6 custom rolls right underneath reject influence, and then just get a +1. This is the same roll you did earlier with when Soul Impact was like, "Hey, what you did was illegal. We should talk about that."
Oh yeah, there you go. Right, you run into reject influence as flat 2d6, and then you just add it.
Yeah,
add the +1 there.
I don't see where that option is.
It's under your labels.
Oh,
it says reject influence, then flat 2d6.
And also, like Jared, I understand that it's a lot of that is frustrating. That you're like, I should be allowed to do that. I'm not. That's not me as the GM being like, no, these are the rules. You can't do stuff like that. That's me saying this is what the setting is. Yeah. There's currently a big battle about this, and so by you doing that, you're influencing what's going on.
Yeah, I get it. I just wanted it established narratively why things are the way that they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you choose one of these things, right? So government agents notice and gain influence over you and will immediately cash in for a favor. Government agents notice, but your mentor steps in and takes the hit for you. So maybe Marty finds out what happened and is like, hey, what are you doing? His comms are on, or agents or cops already showed up and they see that happening, but you just aren't aware. So they take influence over you and are probably your mentor would take influence over you and are probably very displeased. Mark an appropriate condition. A villain takes notice. They gain influence over you. When this influence is used, you must accept or face the consequences of something else on this list, as long as the narrative still makes sense for you to do so. A fellow sidekick notices, it gains influence over you and will turn you in unless you do them a favor or can convince them otherwise.
That's the most likely option to me.
Polar Shield there too?
Polar Shield is
she's not on our team.
She's not
on there. She was there at the last thing.
I didn't. Yeah, I think she sees that. I think that would be the thing that makes the most sense. Pull her shield.
What?
Well,
what?
She's not here. That's what you just said.
Oh no, the Thunder.
Thunder is what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe
who did you tell to go help us?
Nobody came to go help you.
Oh,
Quantum, we were thinking about it, but we didn't. Quantum kills
Thunder didn't do anything, so I think when she saw like the giant lightning pillar, maybe she came to.
You missed what happened at the end there. Thunder was the one that ended up taking down Wired, and
Quantum Quill is with you.
Okay, she's unconscious though.
Well, that's an easy one. Yeah,
right?
That's a perfect opportunity, right? She regains consciousness and notices. Yeah,
she regains consciousness and looks up and sees you. And did you do the spike thing or the bludgeon to death thing, or not to death?
I didn't bludgeon him to death. I was just beating him. And I'm like, tell. What was he saying about the
there was a prison break.
Okay, yeah.
He said they were hired to create some chaos so that there could be a prison break.
Yeah.
So he tells you, he's like, okay, stop. It's at your guys' facility, the hero facility.
And then I just immediately call it in to Marty.
Yep. Marty's like already on it. And he's like, oh my gosh, they're already gone. Or wait, hurry quickly to the hero. What's it called? The hero headquarters. There, you might still be able to catch them.
You don't have any heroes there?
Do you say that over the comms?
Yeah.
He's like, they're all on a mission.
That seems like a very bad allocation of resources.
What'd you say, Connor?
He's like, and one of them was taken out. I don't know what's going on. Proceed with extreme caution. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Who's talking right now?
Marty.
Oh, wait, I missed something. What's happening?
Ark just gave up that what prison is being raided right now, and it's the hero headquarters prison.
Oh,
you guys know that this is where your guys' first mission villains are.
Right. Jump
this
start.
Is where
don't jump start. Don't get jump start.
And jump start. Yep. And sleeves, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Although he's probably not even in condition to be walking around. He literally grenaded himself.
Yeah. So, well, it's been time has passed.
Oh, right. You're right.
It's been like a week. Okay, so just for the sake of time, we're going to get this scene really quick. Mm-hmm. There's a split second you guys can do something in, but it's going to be depending on what you guys say you do. I'll let you know what happens. There might not be a roll to this, but I really want to get this scene.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, are you just saying like what happens when we hear that information and what do we do?
No, so you guys rush to the hero headquarters, right?
Oh, and we were already doing it. Okay.
You follow a trail of like beat up guards and
Can we not roll for this? Can we not roll to see if we get there fast enough?
I'm abstracting it because it's middle of the road. There's a split second that I think something really interesting and cool might happen, but for the sake of time, I'm just trying to wrap it up as just.
Well, because here's the thought. I don't want to ruin this for you.
Go ahead.
I don't want to ruin this for you, but my thought would be I would like personally to have a chance to actually stop things and not like we're superheroes. We have superpowers. Like we can do stuff. Like I would be more interested in stopping the session right here and being able to roll and try to get there in time and try to stop what's ever happening instead of abstracting it into one moment of.
So because of what's happening, it's likely that you guys don't get there in time anyway. And even if you do, you don't really get the chance to intervene based on the background of what it's really what's happening here. The escape is really easy. And that's what I'm trying to reveal is what's of how easy this is. But I think it's more interesting if we get a scene where there's a split second, you guys might be able to do something depending on something. This is difficult. I'm making a nuanced GM decision because I think this is the most fun thing.
Yeah, just go for it.
Okay. Caleb, are you still comfortable with this?
I don't like it when I don't get chances to roll.
He said there could be a roll. It's just we have to choose what we're doing and whether or not that.
Yeah. Like, okay, so let's say you roll to get there fast enough. It might not matter. Let's say you get a full hit. I don't think it matters based on how easy this is.
So then can you?
Something you don't know.
Then what I would say is, you instead of being like, I'm just going to take control of the scene, you would be like, okay, what do you do? And we say, we rush there really, really quickly. And you would say, sounds good. You do it. You get there really quickly. Right? Because then it doesn't feel like I'm being punished for, and I can't. Yeah.
I was just trying to push the narrative forward for the sake of time, and then you wanted to argue.
No. But the way I'm just saying, like from a GM's perspective, I would frame it and make sure that you're making sure that we know you do get there as fast as possible. You just say yes, as opposed to saying you get there and maybe you aren't fast enough, because then it feels like I should have been able to roll and didn't get the chance to. It's fine if you want to say you go as fast as you possibly can. Unfortunately, you get there, and that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't go straight there. That's what happens to. I know. I'm serious. He doesn't go there.
Oh, really?
He takes quantum quill to the medic. She just got zapped with a ton of electricity.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So everybody else then goes. Is that correct? Or maybe not?
I'm certainly going right away.
It'd probably be smart to leave someone there to make sure they don't escape and die or die.
Yeah, that can be my job anyway. I can just put them in a carbon cage.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm certainly going. We can leave other NPCs behind if we want to. David, are you coming with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thunder's probably not coming with.
Would be able to get there fast.
Yeah, that's true. It can just be me and David then. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's just Palladium and Leftwing. This is good. Okay, so so you guys go. You get there as fast as you can. Sufficient answer there. You get there as fast as you possibly can with how the rest of this scene has gone, how long it took you guys to take down these villains.
Sure.
And you follow like a trail of destruction, basically, like a beat 'em up trail. There's like smashes in the wall and different things. And you walk into like, and Marty over the comms is like, okay, guys, proceed with extreme caution. We're assuming they're all green level threats, but don't engage unless you absolutely have to. You're just trying to figure out where they're going. If you engage, that's going to be possibly 5 green level villains. And you don't have the full team. This has to be quiet. Don't engage.
Can we assume that I got my full armor back? Like I recovered my arm?
No, I think it takes longer to do that. So it's probably like reforming, but you still have an exposed arm.
Well, I can't just like grab
up?
the piece that fell off and stick it back on.
Oh, can you? I mean, if you want to say you can.
Yeah. I don't think, like, because we described it as him literally pulling off the whole sleeve, basically, right?
Oh no, I thought he was like, it's like nano, right? Didn't he just like tear it from your body? You described it as like electricity shooting off. It's not so on your arm. Right?
Maybe you misunderstood my description. I was describing that it tore at because it is armor. Like I think it tore at the arm where the arm connects to the shoulder, and just the whole sleeve came off.
That one piece.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like the piece that he pulled off the whole sleeve, with the arm, the arm in the hand was like arcing with electricity that I had just absorbed into it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I stick it back. I stick it back on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you got it. It doesn't. It wouldn't matter either way, even if you had the sleeve on or not.
I was just thinking of how to think of what my character looked like in the moment.
So you walk into, you like turn a corner and walk into a room, and you see a panel opened up on the floor. It's like a control room, like a server room. There's there's like a panel that's open, and there's a split second where you see Sleeves and like holding Jumpstart, like with his arm like over his shoulder, and he's like falling into the panel. Like as you guys open the door,
he's gonna absorb the whole panel into his tattoos. Is that what it is?
Nope. And Sleeves turns and looks and sees Leftwing, and we get like this anime moment where he points his fingers at him and does like a finger gun motion at him with like stern eyes as he's like falling. There's a second here.
I'm confused as to what's happening, and maybe I'm not understanding.
I know you don't know what's happening. Yep. No, you don't know what's happening.
Can you describe to me again what I saw? Because I don't think I understood what I saw.
Sleeves has Jumpstart over, like he has his arm around Jumpstart's neck, and he's falling into the open panel. There's like an open panel in the floor, and he's falling into it.
Oh, like a hole that they could get out of, like an escape hatch or something. Okay.
I want to trade places with the guy who amplifies stuff. I don't remember his name.
Jumpstart.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Woo! I'm so excited.
Gosh darn it, Connor! You set us up.
Go ahead and roll, freak.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Double sixes.
Awesome. I'm so excited for this. Okay, so you switch place with the jumpstart, and you and Sleeves fall into the panel, and you are absorbed into a data cable, and you are transferred virtually somewhere far, far away.
That's bonkers.
What in the
and
world?
Palladium, you take out jumpstart with you.
Yeah, just punch him the face.
And you run over to the panel, and you like look down, and nobody's there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else escaped.
That's a cool power. I like that.
Nice. Yeah, I do think that I ran over and like Jumpstart probably was like trying to get back into the. Or no, he transferred right next to me with left wing. Yeah, right.
So
I just like turn, punch him,
yep.
and like I just like stay down, and then I like run over there, and I'm like left wing, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. We should have this session.
Yeah. Cool. All right, there you go. That's been Heroes in Training. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.